Coach, you're getting ready to begin your 19th season here with this team in a familiar place, the Carpet Capital Collegiate, but you have a lot of success over the summer and late in the spring, and you got 4 of those kids back from the team that went to the semifinals last year. What's your feeling going into this fall different than it was going into last fall?
Well, there's no question, probably individually and collectively, the success that they've had since we started a year ago at this time is pretty significant. From a tie for first at the preview and a second at the stroke play at the NCAA and winning a match, and then what they've done this summer. So what you hope is we call it a little bit of, you just put another notch in your rope and you just reach up a little higher on the rope because there's a notch there. So you would hope that their confidence in each other and themselves has grown, and every time you succeed, it should make a difference if you're improving the right way. So I think they see themselves in a different light, which I hope they do. They should, and it's going to be it should be a great journey.
And the core of your team that you're going into this first tournament with, and what you'll have throughout the year, 3 seniors and 2 juniors, is probably maybe as an experienced a group maybe as you've ever had.
Probably ever, I think. Yeah. It's very top heavy, and and it's guys who played a lot too. It's not just somebody who finally gets to play their senior year or their junior year. I mean, they've all played, almost every tournament every year. Some of them, and some of them a little bit later. But it's a lot of golf that's been played.
Just kind of talk about those guys a little bit. I mean, Bo had a tremendous summer. He had some good tournaments last year, but a tremendous summer. Seth, a tremendous summer. Guys that are not really your, Ollie and Anders were your top of the order guys last year, but these 2 guys really played well in the summertime.
Well, it's
and Richie too.
Right,
for that matter.
It's funny.
Yeah.
As a coach, you can see improvement, and sometimes they can't.
Mm-hmm.
And what they have to do to validate themselves is different than what validating for me. And for them, winning a tournament, it's always been a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
And you have Bo win at Old Memorial. And then you had Seth win the Southeastern again, and Richie winning the Porter Cup, and just go on. And for those guys winning, Anders winning the ACC, it just somehow for them that's a big deal. I mean, they're not any better the next day, but in their mind that they are. And so having said all of that everybody should feel good about themselves, know that they can step up and win a tournament. And if you look at some of the really good teams in college golf, they've got guys who've won. And if you look at where we were 2 years ago with these guys, there wouldn't have been an amateur win. There wouldn't have been a college win. And now there are. And that's a big deal when you step into a tournament and you've got a 5th guy who's won an amateur event or won a college event or several. That's when you've probably got a really good team, is when your 5th guy's won a tournament.
What's your thought about, does the number 4 ranking matter to you? Is it justified? Does it mean anything when you haven't played yet?
I mean, I can see why people outside
Mm-hmm.
would put us there. You have a team that finished in, I don't know what we ended the year ranked, 5th or 6th, 4th,
Mm-hmm.
5th or 6th last year, but you have a team that loses in the semifinals, and it wasn't a fluke because we finished 2nd in the stroke play, and then virtually everyone's back. I mean, that's kind of how they rank teams,
Mm-hmm.
But the reality is that ranking I've been doing this for 25 years, and the ranking's never made a putt. And so it's not going to prevent us from being good or cause us to be, not play well. Just like last year, whatever we were preseason didn't prevent anything. So, it's nice to talk about, but at the end of the day, it does absolutely nothing for a single result for the year. So we got to get past that. And there's some great teams in college golf again this year. And we just got to go get better and get better and get better and see where we end up in May.
Okay. Well, good luck this weekend.
Thank you.